Hi, I'm Miss Rose, and today in the Illinois Autism Partnership virtual classroom, we're going to do yoga. Yoga is a wonderful form of exercise, relaxation, and reflection. It helps keep our minds and bodies strong. First, we're going to review our schedule. Review schedule. Then we'll review equipment. We'll talk about our key words. We'll do our yoga activity. And then we'll wrap up what we learned today. Let's check our schedule. Review schedule is finished. Now it's time to review our equipment. For our yoga lesson, we'll need an exercise mat, or if you don't have an exercise mat, you can grab a bath towel or a beach towel. You also need comfortable clothes. And finally, you need to take off your shoes and socks. This will help you to balance. Now that we've reviewed our equipment, let's go back and check our schedule. Reviewing equipment is finished. Now it's time to review our key words. Our first key word today is cat pose. To get into cat pose, you will put your hands and knees on the floor in a tabletop position. Next, you'll breathe out and arch your back like a cat. Our second key word today is cow pose. To get into cow pose, you're going to again start in the tabletop position with your hands and feet or knees on the ground. And you're going to lift your head up and breathe in deep as your tummy falls down towards the ground. Our next key word is down dog pose. To get into down dog, you're again going to have your hands on the ground and your feet on the ground, and you're going to lift your hips up towards the sky as you reach your heels towards the ground. The next key word is corpse pose or shavasana. This comes at the end of our yoga workout. You will lay down on your back with your arms at your side and your eyes closed while you relax your mind and your body. Finally, our last key word is namaste. After shavasana, we will sit up at the end of our class and end our class by bowing our hands in a prayer pose and saying namaste. What this means is, may the good in you find the good in me. Let's check our schedule. Key words are finished. Now it's time for our yoga activity. Follow me. We're going to start our yoga routine by sitting on the floor on our mat or our towel. You're going to crisscross your legs, sit up nice and tall, and you're going to close your eyes and focus on your breath. We're going to take a deep breath in through our nose and a deep breath out through our mouth. Another way of thinking of this is you can smell the flowers as you breathe in and blow the candles out as you breathe out. We're going to keep focusing on our breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. A couple more times. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Last time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Great. Go ahead and open your eyes and bring awareness back to your mat. Again, take another deep breath in and out. First, we're going to start by getting into our tabletop position. So again, you're going to have your hands on the floor, under your mat or your towel, and your knees on the mat or the towel, and you're going to look straight down at your hands. You want your hands to be under your shoulders and your knees to be under your hips. Here's your hips and your shoulders. What we're going to do first is our cat and cow. So if you remember, our cow position is when we lift up and look forward and breathe in, and our cow position is when we look down and hollow out our back like a cat or arch our back. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. This is our cow, and out. Into our cat position. Breathe in, into cow. Remember, your belly should reach towards the ground, and out. We're going to do 2 more. In and out. Last one, in and out. Great job. Come back to your tabletop position. And when you're ready, we're going to get into our downward facing dog position. So we're going to keep our hands exactly where they are. Keep pressing them into the mat, all 5 fingers. And you're going to lift your feet, get up onto the balls of your feet or your toes, and you're going to lift up from your feet. So you want to make sure your hips are pressing up towards the sky and your feet are reaching towards the mat. Your heels are reaching towards the mat. And you want to look down towards your feet as you're in this position. So we're going to hold this for about 5 breaths. So again, we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. In yoga, it's good to have nice deep breaths. This is number 3. And 4. Last one. And out. Awesome. To get out of our downward facing dog pose, we're going to come back to our knees. And we end up back in our tabletop. You can untuck your toes and sit back. Great job, everybody. So today we did cat and cow and downward facing dog. And now it's time for our Shavasana or corpse pose. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your feet out in front of you and lay down on your mat slowly. You're going to have your hands down at your side, your arms relaxed, your legs relaxed, and you're going to close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Relax your legs, relax your arms, relax your shoulders, relax your feet, relax your head, and just breathe. When you're ready, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Start to bring awareness back to your body. And you're going to slowly, when you're ready, get back up into a seated position. If you can, keep your eyes closed. Slowly get up into a seated position. Crisscross. Sit up nice and tall. Take another couple deep breaths. One more. ready, you can open your eyes. I'm going to turn around to face this way so I can tell you namaste. So again, we're going to put our hands in prayer position right at your chest. May the good in me find the good in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for yoga. Now we're going to do our wrap up. Our yoga activity is finished. Now it's time for our wrap up. Today we learned about cat and cow pose, downward facing dog, corpse pose, and namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed your yoga lesson. I'm Miss Rose. Happy learning.